In drawing 2D-8, the gasket, we're going to see how to draw circles and also how to use the polar array command. So let's begin drawing 2D-8 by drawing the large outside circle that has a diameter of 5 3/4. So I'm going to use the circle command. I'm going to click down on the bottom arrow beneath the circle and make sure I choose the center diameter option. And I'm just going to pick some point that's close to the center of the border. And then for my diameter, I can drag out 5 3/4, or I can type in 5 3/4. Now we want to draw the next circle that's just inside this 5 3/4 inch diameter circle. It has a radius of 2 3/16, but notice that it is dashed like a center line. So we need to first change to the center layer. And actually, before I draw that, I'm going to put in a large center mark to mark the center of this large circle. So what we want to do is go to the Annotate tab at the very top of our AutoCAD window. And from the Dimensions panel, click on the little down arrow next to the word Dimensions. And there should be a center mark command. Let's click on it and then choose any point on the edge of the large circle. Now let's go back and draw the circle. So click on the Home tab, and we want a circle with a center radius option because this circle is given to us with a 2 3/16 radius. So I'm typing in 2 3/16, or I could have drug it out with my crosshair. Now I'm going to switch back to the object layer before drawing the next circle, and the innermost circle has a diameter of 3 inches. So again, we'll go back to the center diameter command, click on the center mark, and I can drag out 3 inches, or I can just type in 3 inches. Next, let's draw the small 5/8 inch circle. It's also on the object layer. We're going to use the center diameter command for that circle also, and we're going to draw it at the intersection of the 2 3/16 centerline circle and the vertical center mark. Your snap may not snap right to that intersection, so what we're going to use is a snap override. So I'm going to right click, choose snap override, and I want to click on intersection, and I should see a little green X marker showing me when I'm close to that intersection, or when I'm actually right on that intersection. So I can click there, but now I'm going to actually have to hit D for diameter and input 5/8. So there we have that small circle. Now we're ready to do the polar array. The array command is found up in the Modify panel. It's right beneath the Fillet command. Let's choose the polar array, and then we're going to click on the small circle first, then hit enter. Then AutoCAD's asking for a center point of the array. We want to pick the center point here in the very middle, the center point of the larger circles. And then we need to enter the number of items. We have 8 holes, or 8 circles, so we'll enter 8. And the angle to fill is a complete circle, which is 360 degrees, so we'll input that angle. And when we're done, we can just hit exit, and there we have the polar array. Okay, so let's also array the center line. So I'm going to use the polar array command again. Click on just one part of the center line, and then use the center point of the center lines. And we want 8 of these. We'll enter 8, and again the total angle to fill is 360 degrees. Now we have all the center lines we need. Alright, now let's see how to do an angular dimension. The angular dimension is found beneath the linear dimension. I'm going to click on one of my vertical center lines and then one of my center lines that is at a 45-degree angle. And I forgot to change my layer before I did that. So I'm going to just click on that dimension, make sure that it goes on to the dimension layer. Next, we could put the radius dimension. Of course, I'm going to be sure I'm on the dimension layer before I do this. But the radius dimension is found below the linear dimension also. And I'm going to click a point on the red center line circle and then drag out another point where I want that dimension to go. Now we need a couple of diameter dimensions. Let's first do the 5 3/4 diameter, the very outside circle. So I'm using the diameter dimension command, clicking somewhere on that outside yellow circle and dragging the dimension out where I want it to be. You can see how it can kind of control where the actual leader and the numbers go by moving the crosshair in a specific manner. Let's also go ahead and do the diameter dimension for the inside 3-inch diameter circle. Okay, let's do one final diameter dimension. That one is for the 5/8 diameter, the small circles. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so we can see this somewhat better. So I'll click on one of the small circles. I'm going to drag the dimension out where I want it to go. But before I click that next point, I'm going to hit M for M text, because right now it's only showing me a 5/8 diameter. It's not showing me the 8 holes note. So I hit M for M text. Then this will allow me to enter 8 holes. So I'm using my arrow keys on my keyboard to make sure I'm to the right of where it says 5/8. And then I can type in, oops, I want to say 8 holes. And then up in the upper right corner in the ribbon, I want to close the text editor, and then I can drag my text where I want it to go. And when we zoom back out by double clicking on the scroll wheel, I can see this drawing is now complete.